Sorry for the long wait, chat. I have been gathering the screenshots that we will be looking at today. I've been doing this in a private browser. So it took a while because some of the tabs need me to sign in. We have come here. Bolton, you want to go outside? You want to go outside? Come here. We have Bolton here for 1 second because he wants to go outside. Yeah, good boy. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? I don't know if you can see him. You can see his ear. Just a little bit. Come here. Come here. Come. Come on. Come here. Yeah. There's a little bit of Bolton. We're going to let him outside, though. You want to go outside? Good boy. Go outside. You want to go outside? Okay, sorry about that. So, for those of you who don't know, it seems like someone at 343 has done an oopsie and had accidentally posted or updated the Halo Campaign Evolved page on the Xbox store with images that nobody had seen yet, including something that I will point out, and I will say one of these things does make me a little upset, but ultimately doesn't affect me too much, is that it was revealed that there are going to be skin packs. They're not doing they weren't lying. They're not doing a store page like they did in Halo Infinite, but they're still doing a store is a thing. They're still doing a store with packs like DLC, kind of like what Doom Eternal had. Doom Eternal and Doom Dark Ages. You could buy separate skin packs for the game, but you wouldn't actually be going into the game. You go into a store, buying currency, and effectively buying random shit. Right? That won't be a thing. However, we do have 2 packs. One is a skin pack with 5 skins and 6 weapon skins, and the other is a pre-order bonus. I don't have any issue with pre-order bonuses. Pre-order bonuses have been around for a long fucking time. We've had games that go all the way back to fucking 2007 that did pre-order bonuses. Halo Reach had a pre-order bonus. Halo Reach gave you Halo Reach gave you the Elite Officer armor, and no one else could get it if you didn't pre-order the game. It gave you the Recon helmet and the Elite Officer armor. If you didn't get either, if you didn't pre-order, you couldn't get the Elite Officer set, but I believe you could still get the Recon helmet by purchasing it in-game. Not with real money, of course. So we're going to start off with the... Okay, to start things off, I'm probably going to buy both of these things. I'm probably going to buy the best edition of Halo CE, Halo Campaign, simply because that's just who I am. I like Halo. I want to see the shit that you get from this. Now, to get this skin pack, you need Halo Campaign Evolved Premium Edition, which, I mean, I would I know a lot of people don't like the idea of game companies making purchases or like getting people to purchase things for a single player game. Like, I think this would have been better if this was earnable. If this stuff was earnable. A lot of this stuff does look pretty bad. I am not a fan of Blamite Chief in the middle. Like bright pink Blamite Chief covered in Needler crystals. I'm indifferent on the Hunter, and I don't mind Spartan Master Chief, Cloaked in Darkness Master Chief, and Prototype Chief. These two skins are the only ones I really have an issue with. But like, again, this is all personal preference. You can't say these are the worst things ever because it's all based on what the person prefers, what people would rather, like, is subjective. You can't make people hate these. The only time you will see these skins is if you're playing co-op and your friend is wearing one. And I feel like not many people are going to look at their friends and say, take off that skin, I don't want to see it, or we are not playing together. Like, again, how these look come down to personal preference. Let me open up my throwing system. I completely forgot about my throwing system. Sorry. Should I be streaming this on YouTube too? I don't think I should be streaming this on YouTube too. Fuck it, let's bust out the YouTube stream. Let me set up the stream on YouTube too. Give me a sec. I haven't streamed on YouTube in a long time, so I should probably continue doing it. Let me quickly go live on YouTube. But off tangent, let me quickly. Oh my god, I haven't done it since I started Droid Tycoon. All right, start YouTube. The weapon skins, I don't really have anything to say. I should probably wait for YouTube to start before I continue talking about this. Considering I don't believe YouTube can actually see what I'm up to. Vertical. Let me fit this to screen. Okay, there we go. Change this to... Yep. Okay. Hello, YouTube. Guess who's back streaming on YouTube? No live or upcoming streams for Lockie on YouTube. Well, that's a fucking lie. There we go. I guess I got to select it manually. You good over there, Bolton? Bolton's just sleeping in his bed. It's still going to say that. It's going to say that I'm still not live. I can't even select the source manually. Damn. There is an update, though. There is an update to my chat thing. I don't know what's going on with my chat thing. Does not seem to want to find a source. Do I have to update this? Oh, I do, don't I? My phone is buzzing at me. No live or upcoming streams for Lucky Buzz X. Okay, so doesn't want to do that. I think I just got this one. Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. No, I'm good. Close that. Guess I'm reinstalling a program that I'm still using. Hopefully that works. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to set up my thing for the where oh, it did not install it in the space that I thought it would. Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to make it so I can see both YouTube and Twitch replies. My dog is still sleeping. He's a good boy. Can you try to find the thing now? If it finds it, I can just stop installing this. No. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Shorts. Activate selected. There we go. Now let's make sure that works. Test. Test. Those both pop up. Oh, good. Back to this. I don't really know what else to say about this. A lot of single player games do stuff like this. Like not God of War. Doom and Doom Eternal did this. Doom Dark Ages did this. I can see people being annoyed that they don't look like lore accurate or they don't fit Halo. That I can understand. I'm okay with games doing things like silly skins, but sometimes they just don't look good. Which, like here's my issue with skin packs like this. If this is too expensive, it would be me buying a really expensive skin pack because I like the look of this Magnum. I'm just going to say it. I like the look of the Halo pistol. I have no issue, like, if people enjoy the other skins. I don't mind if people like the skins or not. Honestly, I don't really like a lot of the things. I do think like these two look pretty cool. I like the silliness of the Spartan. I think that's pretty funny. Like, I don't mind people liking this stuff. But personally, I don't like a lot of the things, and I don't know if I'd use a lot of this. But ultimately, it depends on the person you are, because not everyone is going to hate these. Not everyone is going to like these. Some people might even like Blamite Chief because it's crystally. I just don't like Blamite Chief. It's just a personal preference. Then we have the pre-order bonus. I am going to be pre-ordering this game. I would like to let that be known. I believe I've pre-ordered every single Halo game I've bought. Well, I've bought. So Reach, basically any Halo game past Reach, I've pre-ordered. Pre-order bonus. We have, I think this is called Gilded Onyx Chief, and the assault rifle. and you've probably noticed, Halo Combat Evolved, Assault Rifle, and Master Chief. Even the textures are the same textures. I do not have a problem with this one. I think pre-order bonuses are fine. Even if it comes out later and people are just able to get it separately later, I do not mind pre-order bonuses. Pre-order bonuses have been in the gaming industry for a long-ass time, and I don't think many people really complain about it, aside from the people who cannot pre-order the game, or most people who don't like pre-order bonuses are like, they're not wrong. It's not invalid to not like pre-order bonuses. I understand the reasoning why. If it's like a purely exclusive thing, people don't want to pre-order something, the game turns out shit, and then they can't return it because they pre-ordered it. They can't return a game that they pre-ordered. I mean, they probably could. I don't know if you can or not, based on the rules. I don't know if you can pre-order the game on Steam, which is what kind of irks me a bit. If you can't pre-order the game to get the pre-order bonus on Steam, then that might be a bit of an issue for people who are playing on Steam and don't want to play it on Xbox. I'm going to assume you can pre-order it on Steam. This is a big assumption I'm making because I don't want to pre-order the fucking thing on Xbox and then buy it on Steam because I don't like the Xbox store on PC. I think it's bad. I think it's a really shit thing. Only really use Steam because it's good. I do think this is a really cool thing to do, to have the original Halo CE Master Chief as an optional skin for pre-ordering. I don't know if this pre-order bonus is going to stay in the game. Like, not like it's going to leave. I don't know if it's going to become a thing that you can purchase separately after the game comes out. I don't know if you have to pre-order the game or not. Like, I know that Bungie did a thing where if you pre-ordered Destiny 2 Forsaken, you got a special ornament for Ace of Spades. Then I think Shadowkeep came out, and basically all the pre-order bonuses became available to everyone when Shadowkeep came out. I think that's how it worked. I think that's what happened. I don't know if this is going to become available like day of to just buy separately in case you didn't want to pre-order, in case you wanted to save your money or something, or if like maybe a year's time. If it's a year's time, it's not going to be purchased. I'm going to be real with you. But maybe like a year's time, if this is going to still even be available for purchase. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. I do think it's cool though. I am going to pre-order the game. I can't pre-order it on Steam. I just checked the store page on Steam. Nothing changed. Still says coming soon. I got to figure out when it's going to become pre-orderable. It's on my wish list, so I'm going to be notified the moment it becomes pre-orderable so that I can get a stream out there of me playing the game. But for the most part, I don't have an issue with the skins. Like, it's all optional. You're in a single-player game. You're only going to see it when you die or in cutscenes. Cutscenes look beautiful so far, so like, I get people being unhappy that Blamite Chief is going to be in a cutscene with super serious Marines, but that's only if you choose to be Blamite Chief with those super serious Marines. I do hope that Halo Studios are giving us unlockable skins and not everything is in an armory pack. I really do hope that there are some things that are unlockable, like beat the game on Legendary and you get the Orion Master Chief. I don't think it would be pretty cool if all this stuff would be just all purchasable. I think there should be some things like maybe every mission you beat, you get a new skin. Maybe you beat the first mission, you get a Magnum skin. You beat the second one, you get an assault rifle, sniper rifle, and it just continues onwards. I don't like the skins don't look that bad. I just don't like Blamite and Hunter Chief. I think they're cool ideas, but I don't really have an issue with them, nor do I have a I don't have an issue, but I don't think they look good, is what I'm saying. I like 3 out of the 5 skins here, and I like 1 out of the 6 skins here. I mean, I don't actually mind that. Can I zoom in? Nope, that's not how that works. I don't mind the Blamite energy sword. It's just going to look really weird. Sniper rifle with the bones on it. Don't have an issue. Hunter cannon Fury Rod gun. It's a very interesting idea. I actually think that's kind of funny. The Hunter cannon Fury Rod. This rocket launcher, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be the Halo 5 one or if it's supposed to be a remake on the Halo CE original one. Like, Halo CE pre-release rocket launcher. Where is it? I don't think it's that one. Like, it could be this. I don't think there's any images of it. Don't think there's any images. Can't find any images of the original. Delete. I don't know what the fuck this battle rifle is supposed to be. I really don't. Like, everything here has, like, some kind of theme. Like, that goes to that. Oh, it's supposed to be for the Spartan. That's what that is. The rocket launcher is for this guy. The sniper's for this Master Chief. The sword is for that one. Hunter cannon for that one. And the battle rifle is for him. I guess this is an outlier. This is supposed to be Captain Keyes' Magnum, I believe. Yeah. I don't really have much to say. I think I'm gonna pre-order the game. I don't think I might get the premium edition, get the Alpha Halo Armory pack, solely for the purpose of being a creator. I might show off the skins, like see how they look in game. I'm probably gonna use the Magnum. I like the look of that Magnum. Looks really good. But ultimately, like, again, he's still here. Again, customization, player's choice. This isn't every single weapon, so only going to assume that there's some things you can unlock in-game, because I highly doubt every single customization in this game is going to be purchasable. Like, I'm sure every single section of customization is going to have at least one free option. At bare minimum, there should at least be one free option for every single thing. When I say that, first off, I think there should be at least one free Master Chief skin, a free sniper rifle, free assault rifle, free Magnum, free rocket launcher, free battle rifle. Just realized we have the battle rifle here. Just realized that the battle rifle's there. It took my brain a little bit to realize I'm talking about Combat Evolved with a battle rifle. You get the point. There should at least be one free plasma rifle, one free thingamablobbo, one free everything before they start making paid skins. There should be a free thing for everything. And I just want to say, I think for a lot of people, I think I would prefer the silly, wacky stuff being a paid thing and the more things that people want to be earnable. I think I can speak for a lot of people. I'm not going to say I speak for everyone. I'm going to say I speak for a lot of people when I say I think everyone would prefer this stuff to be like the cool stuff to be paid for, the cool stuff to be earned, and the silly stuff to be paid for. Again, it's leaks. Microsoft, I don't think, meant to show this off because I've checked, the pages have been deleted. If I go here and go to the Armory pack, page can't be found. So I have a feeling it was deleted shortly after. With that segue, we're going to go talk about the screenshots they added to the page, just on the game page. They've since been removed. Again, they don't exist anymore. You can check. I can open up Campaign Evolved's Armory. We can go over here. It's all the same screenshots that we normally saw. They have since removed them. It's clear that somebody at 343 accidentally uploaded these. He's still sweeping. So along with that, here are some screenshots. Hunter encounter. I'm assuming this is 2 betrayals. Now, if this is in-game, this game is going to look gorgeous. I just want to put that out there. This looks like an in-game screenshot, not a cutscene. That gives me a little bit of excitement because when it comes to gaming, I really do like when games look beautiful like this. Like, I'm not going to say that the more realistic a game looks, the better, because that's just not how I think. I just think that this is really gorgeous screenshot of Halo. And if this is in-game, that's amazing. That is, I don't know how we could get here. But no, there is no buts. I just think that this is a good screenshot. I have a feeling this takes place on Truth and Reconciliation. When you just enter the ship, there'll be hunters, just like the original game. Beautiful. Next screenshot. We already seen this one. Already seen this one. Already seen this one. Already know this one. That's already on the store page. New one. Don't know where this is. This resembles no location in any of the current Halo games. And from what my headset just turned off. From what I can tell, this is either a cinematic screenshot or this is a cutscene. You can see there are grunts hanging out on the side of the... Can I even zoom in on this? No, I can't. You can see there are grunts hanging out along the catwalk. I don't know if this is in-game or just a screenshot, or if this is in-game screenshot or if this is a cutscene. But this looks beautiful. This looks really good. I like how the green contrasts with the purple and blue. I think that just the overall lighting looks really nice. It's a really beautiful location. I don't know where this takes place. This might be those prequel missions they were talking about. But yeah. Next page. Brutes. These guys. Probably one of the best designs I have seen of the Brutes since Halo 2 Anniversary. I can see inspiration from both the Halo 3 and Halo 2 Anniversary Brutes here, with how much hair they have on, the bandolier. This red light, though, I don't think I've seen this on Brutes before. From what I can tell, they're actually using the Halo 3 animations for the Brutes. I've been working with the Halo 3 Brutes in Halo Reach's engine. I believe this Brute is walking backwards because Halo 3 Brutes do that little squat and put their hand out when they walk backwards. And I believe this is just how the Brutes stand up in Halo 3. Like, they stand up pretty tall when they're not moving, but when they walk backwards, they squat down for some reason. I'm not sure why. The armor, I don't know about the helmet. I think the helmet looks okay. It kind of looks like the Storm Elites from Halo 4. For Storm Elite. It's like they took everyone who said that the elites in Halo 4 looked like brutes, and they just went, yeah, we'll give them their helmet then. Like, it's a very similar helmet. And I do think it looks good on the brutes. It's like, of course, it's a very small one now. They clearly, like, they gave them they gave them beards and a lot of chest hair, which, like, brutes haven't really had that much chest. Is that pipe going into his leg? I can't tell if that's, like, connected to his leg or if that's connected to plating. Apparently there's a good chance that these brutes are going to be used for Halo 2's remake. Which, if they change the entire gear, they would have to get rid of all the Covenant-looking gear, like all the blue. Basically, just get rid of all the blue and replace it with, like, metal plate. And that would be perfect. Like, they look good. These are really good brute designs. I also kind of like this spiker design. How it, like, the barrel gets shorter and you've got, like, the big spike thing. I also did notice the brute plasma rifle back here, which technically shouldn't be a weapon. But I believe Halo 3 ODST already retconned that, so it's a weapon. I don't really mind that. I think these brutes look great. I don't know if 343 are going to break the cycle of brutes and elites not being on the same encounter. I think they broke that cycle in Halo Infinite. For those who don't know, in every single Halo game where brutes and elites are on the Covenant side, I think every Halo game, and it's just Halo 2 and Reach. Halo 2, Reach, and Infinite are the only Halo games that come to mind where the brutes and elites are on the same side. It wasn't until Halo Infinite, when the brutes and elites were on the same team, did they both appear in the same encounters. In Halo Reach and 2, elites and brutes never fought alongside each other in the same mission when you were against them, or even when you were with them. In Halo Reach, brute and elite encounters were split up, and when you saw brutes, you never saw elites, and when you saw elites, you never saw brutes until, like, an encounter afterwards. Halo 2, you never fought brutes until the final 2 missions of the campaign. No, in the final 4 missions, actually. And when you saw them in Halo 2 as Master Chief, the elites were fighting them. So it wasn't until Halo Infinite did you actually fight brutes and elites that were actually together against you. So I'm hoping that they continue that trend of having, like, two quote-unquote commanders on the field. Because elites and brutes, I believe, are the same ranking structure, where they're both above the jackals, hunters, and grunts. I don't believe elites are higher ranking than brutes, and I don't think brutes are higher ranking than elites. I'm pretty sure they're equal footing. But it would be nice to see, like, how the Covenant did this. I see a cutie. His name is Lockie. That is a lie, Rocco. How are you doing today, Rocco? We're just going over some good old leaks that Halo Studio accidentally released. I think this is a good brute design. If this is reused for... I don't know if they're going to have shields, though. Question is... There are 2 questions here. 1, will the brutes have shields? And 2, will they be uber tanky? Because that's the thing. And will the spiker actually be useful? Find out next time on Total Drama Island. All right, next page. This page has gotten a lot of people excited. So... we have a prophet, and I believe is a dead grunt here. I believe this is a cutscene. I have a feeling that you walk in and kill this grunt in front of these guys or something. This just looks like a normal grunt. We saw this kind of grunt rank in the background here. It looks like it's either a new rank or they're changing it. These 3 enemies are interesting. This jackal has a helmet and gold and white armor with purple spikes on its head. You've got the elite wearing the old Halo Combat Evolved helmet for the elites, but in the new style. I love the robes he's got on. And we have this new grunt, which I don't think we've ever seen before. We've never seen grunts really wearing anything like this outside of maybe the deacons from Halo Wars 1. And then we have the prophet here, obviously, without any kind of crown on his head, like the prophets did in the original game, in the originals. Not much really to say on this page, aside from the fact that I love these designs for the Grunts, Elite, and Jackal. I don't know what rank the purple grunt is supposed to be. I really don't have a clue or know what to tell you guys. This is a rank I've never seen before. I don't think we've had a purple rank of any enemy actually in Halo before. Purple has really... Purple in Halo has really just been a way to define the Covenant. Halo Wars had all the Covenant units purple, so we've kind of just associated the color purple with Covenant. But if you've watched me play Destiny 2, gold and white is an iconic design for me. I'm hoping we get a Master Chief style where you get to be this gold and white. Like, I would love this style, or white and gold. I would love this style as a skin. Yeah, not much else to talk about there. This is probably from a prequel mission too. So. Oh, I want to talk about this one so badly. I've seen this image already. It appeared on my For You page on Twitter, and I didn't even realize there was more than just this. Space battles from Halo Reach. I believe we're fighting above either... This might be the fall of Reach, or this could be Harvest. We don't know what planet this is, but this looks good. The fact that we get to fly a Seraph, we flew a Saber in Halo Reach. This is a Seraph. I'm super, super excited to see what this mission's going on about, because this looks really nice. Like, we haven't had space battles since Halo Reach, and Halo Reach did a fucking good job at it. So, Halo Studios has a big, big shoes to fill. Halo Studios has big shoes to fill when it comes to this. It looks like you may board a Seraph from this Covenant ship, or you're using a Seraph from the planet to board the Covenant ship. I don't know. It looks really good. It looks like... it looks like the Seraph has two weapons. This down here might be torpedoes, and you switch between torpedoes and the two main guns. I know the Seraph in Halo Reach has plasma cannons and a... what is it called? Has plasma cannons and quad tracking fuel rods. They rarely use the fuel rods, though. They have it. It's in their AI to use it. They just don't. This image. Assault on the control room. A few things I wanted to point out in this image is what I believe is a rank color change. The elites, I don't believe... Let me see if I can find that video. Halo Campaign Evolved gameplay. Pog, no ads. I can't hear anything.
Covenant believe that what they call that will...
So, from what I can tell, we got the grunts over here. I believe the grunts are now like a lighter red. They're like, I can't tell if they're more pearlescent or they're just a lighter red. But they don't look as like, they don't look as purely red as they do in this trailer. Like, it's passing by a body. Yeah, so we've got like, it's more like, it's not maroon. You guys can barely see it. It won't work. Let me hide all my stuff. I had my webcam. Webcam is the main thing in the way right now. Yeah. So the grunts are more like maroon-like and pearlescent. Same with the elite. They're now pretty much the same colors. Again, we have the shotgun, the original Halo shotgun here, the pump action, no longer the bulldog, the big drum magazine shotgun that everyone seemed to be upset about. Give me a sec, someone's at the front door. We have the shotgun here. This is clearly assault on the control room. What I don't notice is the glass floors, which the assault on the control room is known for. I think it looks nice. I think the place does look really nice. You got the snow on the ground and shit. You got ice forming on like the Forerunner structures and stuff. The shotgun looks nice. It has, instead of having the blue sight, it's got the green sight from what I can see from here. And it's got a flashlight, I believe, on the, it's got a flashlight on the side here. Halo 2 and 3 elements to make a Halo shotgun. I don't mind that. I think the flashlight is a very iconic thing about the shotgun. The little flashlight on the side is like a very known thing about the shotty, which every Halo game, I think, past 3 has. I don't know if Reach has it. I'll have to double check on that. But I overall like what I'm seeing here. I really like this Master Chief design. Yes. A mission that people really want to do well. This is... I'm not gonna, what's it called? I forgot the word. I don't know what I was gonna say. This is very clearly 343 Guilty Spark. For those who don't know what 343 Guilty Spark is, this is the one thing where if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you. If you have never played Halo before, and like whether it be you want to figure out what I'm talking about, or the horror, it's horror. Shush. This is something that I think should be experienced. Either whether it be you buy Halo MCC, or you go and buy this game, this is something that I think you should not look up. I think this is something that you should experience firsthand. This is a phenomenal mission in Halo Combat Evolved, and it's probably one of the most like well-known ones. And if you don't know about it, I think this is something that you should experience for yourself. Like, avoid spoilers if you can. If you somehow don't know what this mission is about, I think this is just something like one of my friends, D, I've taken her through the entirety of Halo MCC, and she had a great time with this mission. I think she loved it. She didn't know what was going on, and I think it was great. I think she really enjoyed it. I love this look. I do see this Halo Infinite barrel. I don't like it. Oh, and I'm back. Welcome back. The Infinite barrel, you know, if this means we're not getting the Beep Boop crates, I'm going to be sad. I want the Beep Boop crates. I like the Beep Boop crates. I think they were great crates. Yeah. No, I think this is this looks amazing. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is what Halo would look like if I was to walk out and go to a swamp myself. An alien swamp. Hijacking a ghost on assault on the control room. I'm fairly certain this ghost is a Halo Reach ghost with a few touches to it. I don't believe this is the Halo Infinite ghost. I could probably check, actually. Let me send myself to my channel, actually, because I forgot to send myself into my VC. Halo Archive. Vehicle. Yeah, no. It's not, it's definitely not the Halo Infinite vehicle. It's most likely, it looks like Halo Reaches. It looks like a kit bash between Halo Reach, Halo Infinite, and Halo 5s. If I find, it's got the general shape of the Halo Reach Ghost. I think the fins are Halo Infinite's fins, and I'm pretty sure the cannons are Halo 5s. I'll have to quickly check. Why do we only have the Scorpion? God, I hate Discord's pack. All right, well, no, I can't find any. I'm fairly certain the guns are from Halo, the things. The cannons look like plasma rifles. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what they are. It's pretty much what the Ghost is doing. It fires plasma. It has plasma cannons. Where the fuck? The 5 Wraith variants. Trying to see if I can find if someone's uploaded the. No, no one has. Halo 5 Ghost. Nope, it is definitely not the Halo 5 Ghost cannons. It looks similar though. It's definitely not the banished ones, because the banished ones have this. It's similar to the Halo 5, Halo Infinite one, but it's not. Oh no, the fin. Yeah, I think the fins are from Halo Infinite because they've got this little thing here, which ends off in this one. They are missing this little part here, but I believe everything else is the Halo Reach one. The cannons definitely aren't Halo Infinites. But yeah, vehicle boarding. I assumed we already knew this was coming back, so we don't really need to talk about it. Seen it. Now the Johnson picture. It looks like the Marines are going to be taking a lot of inspiration from all Halo games. It doesn't look like it's just Infinite. Johnson's in his Halo 2 anniversary kind of inspired suit. We've got the 2 Halo Infinite Reach style. And from what I can tell, this guy is wearing a Halo CE 2 anniversary and Infinite Reach kit bash. So it looks like they're taking inspiration from all Halo games when they made these Marines, because that eyepiece is definitely a CE thing. Helmet's definitely a Reach thing, but everything else looks to be a Halo 2 anniversary thing. Although I do believe these shoulder plates are gun gear from Halo Reach. Mentioned DLSS 5 with Halo Campaign Evolved. I don't think I use DLSS on any of my things because it makes it look blurry. The last thing I used DLSS on was Jump Space, and I had the issue of my reticle when aiming down sight becoming super blurry. And it was super hard to aim. Next page. This one. Look, I'm not one to nitpick on designs very often. Last time I did was the Halo Elites. I just don't think this Cortana looks good. She's staring into my soul currently, and I don't like it. Just for more Halo Infinite Cortana. This is what Cortana looked like in Halo Infinite. Ignore the weapon. This is the weapon. This isn't Cortana. This is Cortana. This is what Cortana looked like in Halo Infinite. I like this design. I think this is a good design. I have no idea what happened between that and this. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is just there's something with the face. I don't want to be mean, but there's just something with it. Then there's Halo 5 Cortana. Here's the thing. I don't think 343 have ever done a bad job. Like 343 and Bungie, I don't think they've ever done a bad job with Cortana. I think almost every Cortana model they've done has been a good model. I don't know how we ended up to this. It's good art subjective. It is art subjective. That's why I started off by saying I don't think this looks good. I think this is probably the worst Cortana we've seen. But every Cortana that's been made, maybe aside from this one, has been good. This is the TV series. I don't think Halo Studios did anything with that one. I don't know what happened, but this version I think looks way better than what we have right now. But again, it could just be that it's a still frame. She could look a lot better actually in game when she's animated, but you know, that's just my 2 cents. Co-op. This is very clearly assault on the control room when you're exiting the cave. You get a Warthog and you get to choose between the Warthog and Scorpion. You exit the cave. DLS 5, yeah, you said that already. This is very clearly how the exiting of the cave is when you, like, if you choose the Warthog instead of the Scorpion, just roll up the hill. I do like the look of the Warthog. I think it looks good. Co-op, massive plus. Halo Combat Evolved did not have co-op, so it's nice to see we have that. This is the first cutscene for... This is the ending cutscene for Pillar of Autumn, when you get on the escape pod and land on the Halo ring. Holy shit, does this show the sense of scale. Look how tiny that Bumblebee is, and look how big the Halo ring is, and I don't even think they are at the Halo ring yet. I'm fairly certain they're still making their way to it, and they are a lot closer to the camera than they look. This is actually the last image, too. I don't know what else to say. We've been yapping about this for a full hour. I think that it looks good. I think what we have is very promising. I have more positive reactions to what I've seen than negative. Here we go. Here's a good picture of the grunt. Here's what the colors of the grunts used to look like versus how they look on Assault in the control room. They're now more deeper, like purpley red, maroon. Shotgun shells on the ground. They did the Halo 3 approach with their PNGs. I don't have an issue with this. This is just something that every Halo game has done, where the shotgun will drop PNG shells. Every Halo game has done this, I believe. I have no issue if Halo Studios does this for Halo Campaign Evolved. It's a simple effect to make the gun feel more real. Not a fan of design. Every version of her after 3 looks solid for some reason. Has shadows and spotlighting to them. Halo 2 Anniversary was supposed to be a hologram. Halo 2 Anniversary. On them, it's supposed to be a hologram. Halo 2 Anniversary did it best. What does Halo 2 Anniversary look like? I don't think I played Halo 2 Anniversary much in the Anniversary graphics. I think cutscene Cortana looks good. I mean, if you're talking about her self shadows, I can see what you mean. I think the blur cutscene looks really good. I don't know about gameplay, but I can be more forgiving towards gameplay Anniversary Cortana solely because she's built off the original model and she's stuck doing what the original model did. So there's not really a lot they can do to fix that. Cutscene Cortana? Yeah, she looks really good in the cutscenes. I'm just not a fan of this Cortana. Is she still looking at me? I feel like making this like a scene on my Twitch Just cutting out the picture of her head and just having a stare at you guys. Infinite versions looked alright, but the shader effects of the holograms so washed out and opaque, she didn't look like holograms. I don't know what was going on with that one. Halo. The weapon, yeah, the weapons, like, look solid. I see what you mean with this. They do look very solid. I don't know if this is supposed to be a memory or, like, Chief hallucinating. I don't know what's going on with these ones, with these cutscenes. Halo 5, she finished her Pinocchio route and became a real girl. Give me one moment while I grab a drink. I'll be right back. I won't be too long. Okay. So, Killzone. I don't know if you're still here or not. I do understand what you mean by Cortana looking opaque. I think after Halo 4, she became really, like, she looks solid. She looks like you could touch her. Even in Halo 4. There are a few scenes where they make her see-through in Halo 4, but it's not as noticeable. She's got the hologram lines, but that's really about it. Just to put out what I've been talking about, I have more positive reactions than I do negative, which is good. A lot of the things that I disliked about Halo Campaign Evolved's trailer, this gameplay trailer, were purely nitpicky. Mostly. It is a gameplay trailer. I don't expect this thing to be perfect. Sprint, never had an issue with. I don't really care about sprint. It could be in the game, it could not be in the game. Doesn't affect my enjoyment of a game. Things like animation. Animation looks a bit too stiff, doesn't look like there's a lot of power to it. Elite using Reach animations, don't really mind. I like the Halo Reach Elite animations. I think they are good animations for the elites. Holy crap, the Marines are way smaller. Don't know if they made them smaller. Changing the dialogue, weird choice. I hope they restore some of the dialogue instead of removing or changing some of it. Warthogs are just a bit wide for some reason. I don't know why it looks so wide. Plasma rifle, just got the little notch. That's really about all I can say about it. It's a fine plasma rifle. I think they're gonna fix some of these animation errors. Needler, I don't think they changed the Needler. Did they change the Needler? Let me check. I think there's like a few screenshots with the Needler in it. None in that shot. This shot. Looks like the Needler's the same. Yeah, it doesn't look like they changed the Needler at all. My only issue with the Needler is how many fucking ways you can tell it's ammo. So, for you, those who don't know, Needler has 4 ways to tell how much ammo you have. You have the needles on top, you have this ammo display, you have the ammo counter in the bottom right corner, and you have a separate number for the ammo counter in the corner. That is 4 ways to tell how many needles you have left. I think it's a bit overkill. I heard there might be assassinations. That, I'm not sure.
I underestimated the
I'm glad the brutes look good. I was worried they were doing an asset flip and flip. Dude, yeah, I was super impressed with what I saw. I like this. But there's a chance they're using these for Halo 2 remake, and I'm assuming they're going to remove all the blue armor so that it looks more like Tartarus's Pact. One thing I don't know if you've noticed, Killzone, they seem to be using Halo 3's animations, which I can actually prove because I have them saved to a Blender file. Because I do Halo modding, believe it or not. And I ported these guys into Halo Reach. I ported the Halo 3 brutes into Halo Reach. And oh my lord, I had to be staring at a lot of animations for a long time. It's hard to tell without motion. Yes, but I believe I can prove it because I believe the stance you are currently looking at, the brute in the foreground, is the Halo 3 brute while it still has its armor walking backwards. Now, I know that sounds very specific. It sounds very specific, but trust me, I've been doing this for a while. Open Halo Reach editing kit, data, Occupus X, objects, characters, brutes, Halo 3 brutes, new model data. Yes, this one. I believe you, though. I'm still going to show you. Okay, here we go. So this is the Halo 3 brute that I had to port to Halo Reach. Where is... I think it's Pistol. Okay. So let me remove everything that isn't... Because hide all that. Hide the markers. So I'm just gonna have to hide everything that isn't needed. Okay, wait, I gotta remove. There we go. So let's hide all the weird ass helmets they've got on. Head, helmet, major. Okay. So we have, this is their default stance. Now, if we quickly go back, we can see that the brute is doing that in the background. Let me, because you're on YouTube, I will have to get 2 up. Change this to Opera. So put that on top. So, okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to crop this shit. Oh wait, I can just crop with shift, can't I? Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, control. Yeah, you can see it in the background. Now let me get the walking backwards animation. Armored. Move back. This is what they look like when they're moving backwards. They hunch over like that, which is what he's doing in this screenshot. It is just straight up the Halo 3 animations, which I don't mind. They are good animations. It also could just be him walking forward, which I think they also do hunch over a little bit. They do hunch over just a little bit. Okay, I don't know why their walking animation is so strange. Move back. Yeah. So this is what he's doing. Interesting. Yeah, I can see it now that you have it up. Do you think they'll you doing the same for the flood animations then? Most likely. They'll most likely reuse the animations, which, like I said, I do not mind that they're reusing animations. They're not bad animations. Like, these animations still hold up today. These are good animations. Never seen that animation before. I think that's him telling Brutes not to follow or something, like stay back. Like, they're not bad animations. I do hope if they do go Berserk, I do hope it's the Halo 2 Berserk and not the Halo 3 Berserk, because Halo 3 Berserk was piss easy to deal with. You just slap them aside. But yeah, no, it's definitely them using their armored animation. There is also their regular combat animation. Combat pistol. This is how they do looking around, chat. For those who don't know, this is how they make enemies look around. Tweaking. Oop. I'm trying to look for their move. Move back. Yeah, see, I don't think it's their unarmored stance. This is what happens when their power armor is broken. I don't think it's this one because he looks too hunched over to be that animation. It could be, though. It could be that they switch between the two animations, but I don't think it's this one. It would be cool if they switched between the animation depending on like how they were fighting. But yeah. So I do believe they're using the Halo 3 animations. I would not be surprised if they reuse the Halo 3 animations for the Flood. I do hope they use a mix of Halo 3 and 2 for both the Flood and Brutes. Like updated Halo 2 animations, not the old ones. Because I do believe there are some good Flood animations in Halo 2. Like the Flood in Halo 2 for the humans ran really fast. They were some very fast enemies. I don't know. Oh, because I minimized. I don't know why you're not the right one. There we go. Yeah, they are clearly using the Halo 3 animations. Halo 2 animations were very stiff. They held every weapon with one hand. Regardless, like they held shotguns with one hand. They held shotguns with one hand. They held carbines with one hand. So they're using the Halo 3 Brutes because probably they're the ones that match it the most. I am sort of surprised they're not using the Halo Infinite ones. But for anyone who does not know, I'm not going to boot up Halo. Do I boot up Halo Infinite? I'll just tell you. For those who don't know, the animations in Halo Infinite for the elites, the brutes, pretty much every enemy, except for the grav hammer. Oh my god, the brutes with the gravity hammer and the brute berserkers had the best animations in Halo Infinite. Those were great animations. They were horrifying. I think the the elites with the energy swords and the brutes with the hammers and berserks were horrifying to fight. I loved those. That said, for those who don't know, I told this to my friend who also plays Halo Infinite. He didn't know either. Elites in Halo Infinite don't have a lot of animations. Now, what do I mean by that? Halo Infinite elites don't have animations for pistols, for launcher weapons, for turrets, or for gravity hammers. That is most likely why they are using the reach animations in the tech demo. Halo Infinite elites cannot hold a plasma rifle. They simply can't. They do not have the animations for one-handed weapons. This is not a joke. They don't. Halo Infinite elites only have animations for two-handed weapons and the energy sword. That is it. They don't have anything else. They can't hold a skewer. They can't hold a skewer. They can hold rifles and energy swords. That's it. I'm not joking. Halo Infinite elites don't have a lot of animations. The brutes can't even hold pistols. Brutes have animations for rockets, for gravity hammers, and for rifles, and the mutilate, and the mangler. That's it. They don't have a lot of animations. I think the Jackal can hold the most weapons. Jackals can hold rifles, pistols, and I think they can hold a skewer. Like, if we're excluding the gravity hammer, Jackals have the ability to hold the most weapons in the game. Grunts can only hold pistols. Grunts can only hold the Needler, the Mangler, and the Plasma Pistol. That's it. That's all they can hold. That is most likely the reason they are not using the Halo Infinite animations, is quite simply, if a character doesn't have animations for a weapon, they cannot hold it. The game deletes it from their inventory. I've tested this in Halo Reach as well. If a character does not have an animation graph set up for a weapon, they cannot hold said weapon. The game does not even let them. I have tried to forcibly give a character a weapon they don't have animations for. They cannot hold it. It just deletes it from their inventory. A lot of people probably don't know this because they haven't tested in Forge. If you go to Forge and try to give an elite a plasma pistol, a mutilate, a mangler, or a needler, they will not hold it. I don't even think they can spawn in with it. It's a very upsetting thing that characters were nerfed so hard. The decisions for the Gravity Hammer and Infinite Sword not to be one-shot makes them non-threatening to fight against, so I hope they keep that for the remake. I believe on Legendary and Heroic, the Sword and Hammer are one-shots. The Hammer is just if you're close enough to the explosion. The Sword is crazy. When the AI uses them, yeah, I still believe they're one-shot. I could jump on the Halo Infinite and check. It is very upsetting that, like, most enemies got nerfed super hard. Like, you never see elite generals in Halo. Do grunts hold Fuel Rods in Halo Infinite? Fuel Rods don't exist in Halo Infinite. There's the Fuel Rod Spanker, but the Fuel Rod gun doesn't exist. And I don't think grunts can hold Fuel Rod guns, or even rockets. Grunts can only hold pistols. Brutes can also hold launcher weapons. Yeah, brutes have the most weapons they can hold in Halo Infinite. It is a very suckish thing that they nerfed, because in Halo Reach, you see general elites wielding things like Fuel Rod guns. You see them wielding dual plasma rifles and stuff like that. In Halo Infinite, they hold the plasma carbine, the Ravager, which is just more of a brute weapon, and the Cinder Shot, assuming they don't pick up anything. It's a very upsetting thing. Honestly, had the prediction book going into the remake with 343 would keep the tradition of removing one classic weapon per new title, and I was assuming it would be the Needler, because why not? Here's the thing. If you look at the arsenal the Banished have in Halo Infinite, the Banished don't have a fully automatic weapon outside of the Needler. They don't. They have a burst weapon, they have a precision weapon, and that's it. And the Needler. The Needler is the only full auto gun. Well, other games like Reach, they could hold Fuel Rods and plasma launchers. Yeah, but there's no Fuel Rod gun, and Grunts can't hold any other weapon aside from pistols. Grunts can hold the Disruptor, the plasma pistol, the Mangler, and Needlers. Those are the only weapons Grunts can hold. Everything else is for Grunt Mule's backpack. Grunts are heavily nerfed in Halo Infinite. They are very weak because they can't hold powerful weapons anymore. The Needler is the Banished's only fully automatic weapon. I do not count the Disruptor because that's just a pistol that has a fully automatic setting. If you look at the, like, Halo Infinite all weapons. Not looking at you, IGN. Here we go. Disruptor, Disruptor, fully automatic, but not really an automatic weapon. It's just a pistol with a full auto setting. Fuel Spanker. They don't really use it because it's not in the campaign. Heatwave, shotgun. Heavy machine gun, Hydra. Mangler. Single fire spiked revolver. Needler. Only fully automatic weapon, but it's the Needler, so it's not really a main weapon. Plasma cannon, it's a turret, don't count it. Pulse carbine. Burst fire weapon, not fully automatic. Ravager, burst fire, charge, not fully automatic. Sandwich. Scrap cannon, turret, so I'm not counting it. Shock rifle, precision, single burst shot, not fully automatic. Skewer, single shot, high damage. Stalker rifle, semi-automatic, headshot sniper. Again, not fully automatic. They only have one fully automatic weapon. The Banished arsenal is so weak that that's why I don't really enjoy Halo Infinite's firefight, is because the Banished have such a low stockpile of weapons that they use human weapons to compensate, and it sucks to fight against them. It sucks to lose your shields to a Grunt and then have an army of skimmers fly around the corner with commandos, spraying bullets into you, and one of them headshots you and insta-kills you. Sandwich? Yeah, Sandwich is a secret weapon. Versus humans, fully automatic, semi-auto, burst, shotgun, fully automatic. I'm losing my space here. Turret, don't count it. Hydra. It's Hydra, I'm not going to count that. Fully automatic, MA5K Avenger, SMG. Rocket launcher. Sentinel beams, fully automatic, but that's a Sentinel weapon, not a Banished weapon. Sidekick, semi-automatic, pistol. Sniper rifle. I don't need to explain the sniper rifle. The Halo Infinite sandbox is just so weak compared to every other Halo game. My problem isn't that Halo Infinite's arsenal is just bad. It is bad. My problem with it is that they're taking they're getting people who are saying that there's too much overlap and like completely removing overlap. The reason why overlap works in Halo is because of PvE. That's the reason why overlap works, because you need a lot of overlap in a PvE setting. In PvP, sure, get rid of all of the overlap. You don't need it. But for PvE, it makes the game feel more unique and fun. If Halo Infinite should have had like all the weapons in every other Halo game for the PvE, and I don't know why this is such a problem. Like, when it came to Halo Infinite, its gameplay is fun. I love Halo Infinite's gameplay. It is one of my favorite Halo games. I still prefer Reach, but I love this game. My issue is a lot of the competitive scene is balancing the entire game. It wasn't until people finally wore 343 down is when we started getting things like the DMR and the MA5K Avenger. I just think that we should prioritize making the game for casual and then just let the people who want to play competitively, let them make the maps with the weapons they have. If they want to do BR starts, go for it. If you want the entire map to be only battle rifles, go for it. Don't fuck with the sandbox solely for the point of competitive play. Let people keep the big sandbox and let competitive players make their own for comp. It really goes to show how important Sandbox Arsenal is to AI combat. I would argue fighting the CE Flood is more engaging compared, even though there's less variety compared to 3 because of the weapons. Exactly. When the it depends on the type of weapons. It depends on what you've got. I mean, you might like Halo CE's combat when fighting the Flood. I do too, but that's how the Flood react. I like the Flood combat in CE because of how the Flood react compared to Halo 3. They had to make the Flood weaker in Halo 3 because we don't have the uber boomstick shotgun in Halo 3. The Flood in Halo 3 are a lot easier to kill outside of maybe like the one elite Flood that's coming at you with full shields and is just going to shrug off everything and insta-kill you. That's the only one that's not weak and easy to kill. In Halo CE, you have an uber boomstick and you are running through them as they run towards you. You're basically carving a path through them in Halo CE. In Halo 3, because you don't have that shotgun, they had to weaken all the Flood, except for the pure forms, who were new at the time. I prefer a game with a much larger sandbox. It's why Halo CE isn't one of my favorite Halo games. Halo CE isn't up in my favorite Halo games because of its low sandbox variety. I'm going to take the criticism that library and overcorrect. I think they should still be overwhelming. It's a good narrative tool. From what I've heard, I think the only change they've made, this is what I've heard, is that the Covenant are also going to be in the library. That's from what I've heard. There's no confirmation, but I've heard that the Covenant are going to be in the library too, which if they're taking the SPV3 approach, I like that. I like the idea of the Covenant being in the library. Solely for the fact that it can take some heat off your back. Like I don't mind the overwhelming force, but I would like it if there was something else taking the heat as well. Because the Sentinels weren't taking the heat. Let's be real. The Sentinels were going to get shot by like 3 plasma shots from a Flood form and die. And then they were all going to immediately turn their back onto you. They were all going to immediately turn around and face you. The thing is, I prefer a much bigger sandbox than a smaller sandbox. Because the more weapons the AI have to use, the more fun it is. I think that, in my opinion, every single faction in Halo should have a semi-auto, a full auto, or every single species should have a semi-auto, a full auto, and a power. For example, Halo Reach. Halo Reach, the elites have semi-auto, the needle rifle. Full auto, they have the plasma rifle and plasma repeater. And power weapons, they have things like the Fuel Rod gun, plasma launcher, energy sword. The Jackals have needler, full auto, plasma pistol, semi-auto, and for power, they have focus rifles and no, that's it. Focus rifles. They have focus rifles. Three weapons that are unique to the Jackals. Well, not unique, but you know what I mean. Grunts have needler, plasma pistol, and Fuel Rod guns and plasma launchers. Semi-auto, full auto, power. Well, yeah. They don't have a precision weapon because they're grunts. Brutes have the spiker, full auto, needle rifle or carbine, semi-auto, gravity hammer, beam rifle, Fuel Rod gun, power weapons. Now, obviously, there are some side weapons like the brute shot and concussion rifle, but I think that when it comes to the species, each of them need a unique set of weapons so that there's not too much overlap and there's no the Banished are using human weapons, because it is super unfun to fight precision weapons that are hit scan. I like Reach and the weapons are cool, but definitely has some balance issues with its guns. I would hope everything stays useful in their own ways. Yeah, and they do for the most part. Only weapons I think that are completely worthless in Halo Reach are the Plasma Rifle and Spiker. Plasma Rifle and Spiker in Halo Reach are probably the most worthless weapons ever, because the Plasma Repeater is just better. And, like, depending on the difficulty, it depends on the difficulty. When it comes to fighting enemies on Legendary, yes, you want to use the best weapons. But I like the big sandbox on lower difficulties, because the big sandbox on lower difficulties just makes the game more fun. You have so many weapons to kill with. Focus Rifle feels bad too. Well, yeah, that's just because it's the Focus Rifle. I was never going to, like, vouch for the Focus Rifle's usefulness. I'm never going to vouch for the Focus Rifle. When I modded Halo Reach, I completely reworked it. The way my Focus Rifle works in my mod is that you fire it for like 2 to 3 1 second. You fire a beam, a pure beam like the original Focus Rifle, but after a second of firing, it releases a gravity hammer shockwave at where you're firing. It's like a merge between Vengeful Fadam's gravity rifle and the original Focus Rifle. It's like a Spartan laser explosive. I need to tweak it so it doesn't insta-kill the player, but it works. Where's Halo? I think I still have my mod installed. We're not actually going to play. We're still going to talk about this. But I just prefer when Halo has a big sandbox. Like, it's going to make Legendary more difficult because of how many useless weapons you can pick up. But I think in the long term, it's more fun for... It's my Xbox turned on. In the long term, I think it's more fun for, like, normal, easy, and heroic playthroughs. Smaller sandbox is easier Legendary. Bigger sandbox is more fun for everything else. Just my opinion. I just think that it would be a lot better if we were given a... if we were given that choice. Where's loadouts? Focus Rifle... I'm just going to show you real quick. I think that Halo Campaign Evolved, if you don't... I didn't even realize I changed the thing. In Campaign Evolved, if you don't have the thing you need...
Firefight.
I forgot how bright I made this.
Spartan,
I might need to
we
lower
cannot
the
let
brightness
this area
in the
fall into
sunlight.
Covenant hands.
Ignore the fact that I'm super fast. This is what the Focus Rifle does in this mod. You can still overheat it, but it's supposed to be a mix between Vengeful Fadam's one and the original. And it does displace objects a lot, and it does a lot of damage. Like, it just broke that. I don't know why it's still dropping off a destroyed shade turret. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what that does. Again, back to this. I just think Halo works better when we're given more variety in the sandbox. I just don't think Halo is very fun when the sandbox is purposefully limited due to competitive play. I think competitive play really fucked up Halo Infinite sandbox. I would much rather jump in with like a lot of weapons. From what I can tell, Halo Campaign Evolved is going to have a lot of weapons. And that makes me really happy. Like, not only do we have the Spiker, we have the Brute Plasma Rifle. which originally in lore wouldn't make sense because it was heretical to do that. But then Halo 3 ODST came along and we had brute plasma rifles, so it doesn't matter anymore. From what I can tell, like, here are the weapons I've seen so far. Assault rifle, plasma pistol needler, plasma rifle, confirmed as the needle rifle, spiker, brute plasma rifle, Fury gun, rocket launcher. Fuck, let me make a list. Let me get Notepad out. I'd also like to point out that we also spoke about this earlier, these two. I don't have an issue with pre-order bonuses. I'd like to let that be known. I speak for here on the council. Don't care about pre-order bonuses because a lot of games have pre-order bonuses. Halo is no stranger to pre-order bonuses. Halo Reach had a pre-order bonus. You pre-ordered Halo Reach, you got the Elite Officer armor and a Recon helmet. Like, I don't really... Pre-order bonuses don't bother me. I did see this, and I know this bothers a lot of people. I personally think that these two skins are a bit too much. All the others, I don't really have an issue with. Again, this is all these skins are personal preference. All the skins you see here, they're all personal preference. I don't think that anyone should be shamed for liking them, for wanting to use them. I do think it's dumb that they're in the Alpha Armory pack. That's something you have to buy, the premium edition. In my opinion, when it comes down to things like this, I think I would much rather the silly things be put in paid packs and the serious stuff be unlocks. Because, let's be real, if it comes out and all the serious stuff is paid, all the serious stuff is like beat the game on heroic, beat the game on legendary, I think a lot more people would be fine with stuff like silly things being in premium editions. I don't have an issue with things like this. I do think it's dumb. I think it's kind of stupid that we have this instead of buying it. I don't think it's such a big deal. Something you don't have to engage with, but it does feel like a sign their priorities are, and it's frustrating. Yeah, I do understand that too. Here's the thing. People who are going to buy this are most likely going to be people who... there are three people who I think are going to buy this. Completionists, people who want everything in a game, which, like, I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy to want everything in a game, especially when it's paid. Look at Halo Infinite. I don't think that someone should want everything. People who think these look good, personal preference, and creators. Most creators are most likely going to buy these for the set purpose of showing them off in a video. It feels tone deaf. I agree. I agree that they probably, like, they heard the problem of we don't want a shop. And then a Halo Studios dev responded saying there's not going to be a shop. They didn't lie, but, like, they know we didn't want this. They know we don't want a skin pack. They know we don't want cosmetics to be paid for, yet they still did this. The dev didn't technically lie. I'm not going to say that the dev should be, like, dragged through Twitter because, oh, he lied. He said that there wasn't going to be a shop. He didn't lie. There was no shop. You're not going into Halo Campaign Evolved buying currency to buy skins. It looks like they're going to come in skin packs like older games, like Doom Eternal or Doom Dark Ages does. I just don't think that some of these need to be a thing. Like, the Needler Energy Sword and Master Chief skin could have been an achievement for killing 1,000 enemies with Blamite weapons. Like, they could have done, like, kill 1,000 enemies in Campaign Evolved with a Needler rifle, as monotonous as that fucking sounds. They could have done that. Or the Hunter skin. The Hunter skin could have been kill one Hunter by using another Hunter's Fury Rod gun. Like, have another Hunter kill one of its Bond brothers. That could have been the way you earned the Hunter skin. Or the one that I'm fairly certain is supposed to be in reference to Nightfall, get through the starting section of Nightfall without being spotted. Like, that could have been an alternate achievement. But instead, they just made these packs. I think they could have just done better. I don't have an issue for custom cosmetics that people want to buy, but I do think it was Like, it seems like they just completely ignored player feedback from Halo Infinite. I think they saw the feedback and just went, oh, they just don't like the store. Let's remove the store completely and just add paid skins. It's not really what we're asking for. We're asking for no paid skins. No one wants to have paid skins. Again, pre-order bonuses, completely fine. I don't care about pre-order bonuses. Pre-order bonuses have been in the gaming industry for a long ass time. This might come out later as something you can purchase separately, or this might forever stay as a pre-order bonus that you're not able to touch ever. It might not come back ever. But that's just pre-order bonuses. That's just how they are. I've never had an issue with these things. I don't really care if people pre-order the game. I'm most likely going to pre-order the game. I kind of want what's in this pack. I'm probably going to go through the entire campaign the first time without customizing Master Chief and then go through with customization on. And that's probably just how I'm going to do it. It's stuff like this where you have to buy other things is where people get upset. Like, these all could have been achievements. The Spartan, like, there are so many ways you could have done this. Like, I already said how you could do these 3 skins. Like, the Spartan skin. Go beat an entire mission without shooting. Like, punch everything. Punch your way through everything. Spartans didn't have guns. And then you've got this one. Beat assault on the control room without letting the tank take too much damage or blowing up the tank. Wonder if people will eventually be able to mod this version of the game, to have multiplayer. It's running on the Reach engine, so perhaps there is some hope. Here's the problem with that. When it comes to modding, everyone hears Unreal Engine and goes, oh, Unreal Engine, that's super easy to mod. I don't think a lot of people realize that Unreal Engine is only for visuals. Everything else in the game is running on a modified Reach engine. And depending on how modified it is, then we may have the ability to like completely redo everything like we are with MCC, or we're not able to do anything. It's either they're going to give us the mob tools so that we can do everything, or we're not going to be able to touch anything. Because a majority of this game runs on the Reach engine. It runs on Blam. Unreal Engine is just there for visuals, which I like the way Unreal Engine looks. I think Unreal Engine's a great engine. It's just poorly some companies don't know how to optimize it is my issue. When it's optimized, it's a great engine. When it's not optimized, it's horrible. But that all comes down to the people working on it and the company. I know for a fact that if this game is going to be moddable, the first mods that will come out are going to be mods like unlock the skins for free mods. And it's either going to work out well, or Halo Studios is going to drop kick and cease and desist anyone who tries to mod their game and give out the skins for free. That, I think we all need to accept that could be a possibility. There could be the possibility of 343 basically stopping people from making their cosmetics free. It's just a thing that they're probably going to do. Now, I will say there is a good chance that a lot of this stuff does not come to the second remake. There is a chance that you won't be able to keep these skins. So, like, purchase these skins with a grain of salt. You might not be able to use them in Halo 2 Campaign Evolved. So, personally, I might buy these skin packs solely for the sake of making a video off of them. Depending on how much they cost. If I'm paying $30 for this, I'm just going to say no. I'm not going to pay $30 for this unless I have extra money and I'm not buying anything else. What is Doom Eternal? Does Doom Eternal have skin packs? Doom Eternal skin pack. Series 5 cosmetic pack. Okay, how much did this cost? $6. Unless this is PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation. $6. Say $13. Like, if it's that much, like, What's in this? I have no idea what half this shit is. Doomslayer skin, weapon skins. Yeah, this is what I mean by silly skins. Even Doom has silly skins. Like, again, it's all personal preference. Be silly if you want to be silly. I'm probably not going to use the silly skins. But like this isn't that bad of a price. Makes me wonder, do you think enforce the no mods to unlock skins? They will always forced online to play campaign. I think I can check the Steam store actually, because it should tell you if you have to be online. There's a good chance that you will be forced to go online. But I think the reason you'll need to go online isn't so that it can check to make sure you're not doing mods like that. I think the reason it might force you to go online is so you can connect to your Xbox account. Because I believe so far all 343 games have had to connect to your Xbox account just so you can save your progress. Which, if I don't know if like that's needed, if you have to have that on at all times, but it's probably a cloud save thing. It is a single player only game. The whole making sure you don't unlock their stuff for mods. Like I'm sure they'll go straight for the person doing it. In that case, like they'll figure out who's trying to, like who's unlocked the mod and made it public. Like, if it's a private thing, I don't think there's anything they can really do about it. If you make a mod privately and don't share it, I don't know if there's a lot they can do unless they figure out you're doing it. Again, they can just ban you. I doubt they'll ban most people unlocking the cosmetics for free. They'll most likely just stop people from sharing around a mod. The last time Halo Studios had to ban someone for doing something crazy in the game last time, I think they banned someone, was the people who made Survive the Undead. They made a exploit that allowed them to hit max rank instantly, and I'm pretty sure 343 struck them down for that. Which, like, I don't know what they expected. I'm going to be real with you. Killzone. I don't know what they expected to happen. I mean, a warning would have made sense, but they got, like, instantly banned. They were instantly removed.
Stupid face.
How dare you? I am drinking liquid. Hey, Arma, how you doing? It was a funny story, though. It was, but still, some of them are permanently banned. Not all of them are permanently banned. Some of them are. I do think that sometimes... I do think with stuff like this... Wait, was that water? It's soda water mixed with lemon cordial. Survive the Undead Map Makers Band. You're a contract worker? I'm proud of you. There's a lot of bands on this image. Not permaband. This guy, permaband. Permaband. Yeah, so there were 2 permabands. This guy was banned for 2025. What? Yeah, days remaining none. Yeah, so I think Elite Falcon was the map maker. Yeah. Sort of heavy-handed when they can just reset their rank. The only thing get out of is free cosmetics. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think the reason why they were banned so harshly was because they made the map and then proceeded to exploit it. Yeah, because they abused it in matchmaking. Yeah, and they also didn't. Hang on. Which was previously undisclosed, which allowed people to easily. Undisclosed means they didn't tell them, right? Disclosed means you tell them. Undisclosed means you don't tell them, correct? Yeah, so apparently it was done because they don't get XP off forging means they shouldn't have been banned though. So, like, the fact that they made this without telling them, I think is the reason they got banned, because it was a breach of trust. Got Dungeons of Eternity. It's fun. That's good to hear. At least you're having fun with Dungeons of Eternity. Like, I think it makes sense, like, to get banned for, like, making a very abusable XP exploit and then not saying anything about it and then abusing it. Like, I don't think that's Halo Studios' fault. I think that's just the creator's fault. I think Halo Studios is very harsh when it comes to people exploiting their games. I don't think, like, if they did it to be a problem to other people, they would. I think it would have been way more deserved. I do think it's kind of upsetting that they did get banned for so long, but still. I did end up getting to hero rank. I am max rank in Halo Infinite, and I do hope that you get something in Campaign Evolved for being max rank in Halo Infinite. I don't know if you will get anything. It would be cool if it gives you the Halo Infinite Master Chief as something to wear, but again, like, skins, like, in case, like, I was looking at all this when I was talking about it earlier on stream, and I completely glossed over the fact that this is a battle rifle. Like, I'm like, you got Furod skin, Energy Sword skin, battle rifle skin, rocket launcher, pistol, sniper. And I was talking, and then it clicked in my brain, battle rifle in Halo CE. I believe they already mentioned the battle rifle, though. I wonder how they're going to balance the battle rifle and Magnum, considering they sort of fill the same role. But yeah, no, I'm pretty hyped with what I see. Most of it I'm happy with. Like, one thing there's like few things I dislike. Battle rifle was just when they said they added 9 weapons. Yeah. So they added 9 weapons. Battle rifle, energy sword, Nita rifle, Furod cannon. That's 4. Spiker brute plasma rifle, 6. 3 weapons are unaccounted for then. I'm going to assume SMG, maybe gravity hammer, and what would the last one be? None of the other screenshots really tell us what it's going to be. There's one weapon that's unaccounted for, because why else would they change the AR? Probably just for uniformity reason. Like, I get being upset about the AR change. I do think it's silly that they didn't go back to the 60 rounds. Every Halo game past this Halo game has a 32 round, 10 round per second, 10 rounds per second, not second, 10 rounds per second AR. What are they all again? Battle rifle, energy sword, Furod cannon, Spiker, brute plasma rifle, needle rifle, SMG probably, which leads 2 weapons. I think that was all of them. I don't like that as an explanation because it means Halo 2 and 3 won't have dual wielding. I don't think they were going to have dual wielding anyway, to be honest. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think they do unless they give custom animations for sprinting, sliding. Well, yeah, for sprinting, sliding, and clambering with dual wield weapons. That's the only reason. Those are the only things like that are probably stopping dual wielding in Halo 2 and 3. Because if they keep sprint, if they keep sliding, and if they keep clamber, then they need animations for them as well. I don't think that even if they do the 32 rounds per second AR in Halo CE, I don't think that means we're not going to get dual wielding in Halo 2 and 3 because Halo 1 didn't have dual wielding, so there's a good chance they're not going to add dual wielding to it. Dual wielding in Halo 2 and 3 is like questionable. I don't know what's going to happen. Dual wielding is like, it's there. Where is the budget? They are already saving on cost by using so many old assets. Why can't they do the bare minimum add features for the past games? Here's the thing with that. It's a lot of animations they would have to add to everything. If they did dual wielding, like dual wielding for the elites, that doesn't matter because the elites are using the Halo Reach animations. They have dual wielding already built into their animations. It's the Spartan. They're using the Halo Infinite Master Chief, I'm assuming, with the animations too. They would need to add dual wielding animations for Master Chief, including the sprinting, sliding, and clambering. I don't know how difficult this would be. I'm not a game dev. I just like to point that out. I'm not a game dev. They would have to add dual wielding animations to all of the to the weapons that would need to be dual wielded. I'm assuming Needle is going to be excluded like it was in Halo 3. They would need to add... they're also doing... I'm assuming they're doing new animations for the Spiker. So new dual animations for Spiker, Plasma Rifle, Needler, if they're doing the Needler, Plasma Pistol, regular Magnum, which I don't think needs dual wield to begin with. SMG, which is probably using new animations. There's a lot of weapons that are single-handed. Yeah. So they would need to add animations. They would need to add dual wielding animations to Master Chief and also to the first-person model, which would be a bit of a pain in the ass. This is going to look weird firing 32 rounds per second. We haven't seen any gameplay of the AR. It could be firing at 60 rounds per second. I don't know. Oh, not 60 rounds. It could be doing 15 rounds per second. I don't know because still image. And it's very accurate. But there's no images of the assault rifle where you can see the number counter. So I don't think they've changed it to the SMG AR that it is. I'm a game dev. I know what they would have to do. That's why I'm confused why all the manpower is doing. They have to be working on another project. I believe they're working on the actual sequel Halo game to Halo Infinite. And this is like... I'm fairly certain Halo Campaign Evolved is just them testing the waters with Unreal Engine. So that if the community likes the game in Unreal, or if they can get Unreal right, they can go to the next Halo game with Unreal. I'm going to blow my nose. I'm getting very congested. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have a friend who's a game dev. I should probably ask him about what kind of how much shit they would have to do. But yeah, no, I'm assuming they're doing Halo Campaign Evolved as a test bed for Unreal Engine. And if it works out, I don't know if they're going to take... Here's the thing. I don't know if they're going to take community feedback on gameplay or if they're just going to take purely feedback on how the game looks when it comes to if they decide Unreal Engine or not. Because when this game comes out, I'm assuming it's going to be Halo Campaign Evolved, first time testing, Halo 2 Campaign Evolved, most likely be refining and polishing, and Halo 3 Campaign Evolved, they can't do it by then, they're probably going to drop Unreal. I'm assuming all three of these games are just going to be them testing Unreal, and if they cannot get it right, I'm assuming they're just going to drop Unreal Engine. That's what I'm assuming. This is just my brain, who's not a game dev, just trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing with Unreal. Because if they can get Unreal to work and not have like shitty frame drops, it will be good. I think that Unreal will work with Halo because the game looks good. It all just solely depends on like if the game runs well. Yes, my phone. All depends on if the game runs well. I am surprised I've been talking for 2 hours on just these images alone. I would make a great Destiny 2 tutorial YouTuber. I could talk about just the intro to a dungeon for 2 hours. No, yeah. I do like how... Okay, they aren't taking the feedback of the fact, my bad, we got carried away. No, I like having conversations with people. I like having conversations with people about this because it means that we can, as a community, we can talk about things without starting a fucking argument. I don't think anyone in this chat has fucking argued about Sprint just once, and I think that's a great thing. I think we can talk about the things that aren't Sprint for like 5 fucking seconds. The fact that I open up my page and all I see is remove Sprint from Halo, I don't care about Sprint. You can remove it or you can keep it. That's not my problem. I think I just have, when it comes to things like this, art style, I just sometimes think that that when it comes to Halo, a lot of people can be hypocritical at times. And I'm not saying that I'm not hypocritical at times. I can definitely be hypocritical at times. I just think that sometimes people can be hypocritical because I remember when Halo Infinite first released, I remember a bunch of people were complaining that the banished elites and grunts just looked like Covenant elites and grunts. And now that we have them in Halo CE or Campaign Evolved, everyone's now complaining that they look like Halo Infinite assets. And it's just like, what's the problem then? Do they not look too much like Halo Infinite, or do they look too much like Halo... do they look too much like Halo Infinite, or do they look too much not like Halo Infinite? That is where I get a little bit of brain damage. I'm not even going to bother talking about the fact that everyone was okay with SPV3 Sprint and are now telling us that it's not okay. The grunt still has the weight painting issue on the rig. Zoom in on its arm. Yeah, I did notice that. I can see it from here. It's just a thing that a lot of enemies have. It's not even a Halo Infinite specific thing. I'm pretty sure Halo 3, they got around it by completely detaching the arm. Like brute arms in Halo 3, the arm here, and this is the hand is a separate mesh. Like they're cut off here. If you look really closely, you can see the cutoff point, like right here. I do like how they have been taking a little bit of feedback. They're not changing the assets completely, but they do seem to be recoloring them to match Halo CE more. Like, if you haven't noticed, the grunts are now a deep blue color like they were in Halo CE. The elites are a bit more maroonish red. And I can see all the blue on the Jackal's armor. I like how they're at least putting some effort in to kind of match it up with Halo CE. Like, they're CE-ifying the Halo Infinite assets. And that's good. And it looks like they've even changed Master Chief a little bit. Like, if we go back in, like, some of the old trailer images, like, he looks darker here, but he looks like a way brighter green in this screenshot. Like, it could just be the lighting, or it could just be between then and now they've changed his colors. Like, even here he's a bit brighter green. Really bright green. I like how they are trying to at least change to make it fit more Halo CE. Like, even with the Marines, they're the Halo Infinite Marines, yes, but they are trying with the green visor. They are doing what they can, and that is what's making me just a little bit happier. We are giving complaints, and they are doing their best with whatever the fuck they've got to try and fix what's happened. They are trying, and that is what is important to me. I am still not happy. Like, when it comes to the Infinite designs, I think they look great in Halo CE setting. You can make the thing. The Covenant is good enough. Hold the Zealot. I will agree that the Zealot, if we want to be super specific and super nitpicky and super me being a little asshole, Halo Combat Evolved technically does not have Zealots. This is me being nitpicky, and I don't actually agree with this statement. I want to let you know that this is me being an asshole to people who want to be assholes to me. This is how I respond as an asshole. Halo Combat Evolved does not have Zealots. The gold elites you see are labeled in the game as commanders. The gold elites, like, straight up, that is what they are. They are called elite_commander. I can boot up. Let me see. Let me get my mod folder out. I can have a shortcut to Halo CE's mod folder. Tags, characters, elite. Yeah, elite commander. Halo CE doesn't have zealots. I do have a zealot folder, but that's a modded folder. Yeah, date created, no Crouchy. Yeah, that's definitely not a Bungie asset. If we want to be super specific, they don't have zealots. They weren't called zealots until Halo 2, which I'm pretty sure they are only recently called zealots in Halo 2. Halo 2's editing kit. Tags. Objects, characters, elite, AI. Yes, it wasn't until Halo 2 were they called zealots. Halo CE had commanders. Still, though, I think it would have just been better if the elite zealots used the just elite miner harness, but gold. I think that would have just been a better look for the zealots. I just think the horn is stupid. I don't even like the elite general. Halo Reach elite armor. I think that Halo Reach has the best elite armor sets, except for the general. I think zealots in Halo Reach are peak elite sets. Why is that Facebook? I don't want to look at Facebook. I think that Halo Reach is peak elite armor from everything except for the general. I think that it's the right amount of flashy and the right amount of, like, special operations they are. Spec Ops looks great. Ultras look amazing. Officers, I think, don't look too much better than the miners, which is good. Miners are the perfect combat set. I'm pretty sure this is this guy putting him in Halo 3. And the Jetpack Elites, I love the visor they've got. I love the Jetpack Elite visor. I think the only thing missing from Reach is Honor Guard, but they don't do Honor Guard. I just think that Halo Reach did a great job with everything but the General. I think if they color swapped the General and the Zealots, and then gave the General the helmet with no horns, it would be perfect. I think the Halo Reach, which is why I like Halo Infinite's elites, is because they're inspired from Halo Reach. Like, this is just a Halo Reach elite, but with the different thing. General is the chieftain of the elites. I guess, yeah. Chieftains are supposed to be the leader of their pack. So yeah, I would say that. Brutes don't really have a zealot rank among them. Like, brutes have two chieftains. Brute have weapon chieftains, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be like their zealots, and they have armor chieftain. Weapon chieftains, which is the gold ones with the rockets, and they have armor chieftains, which are the brutes with the gravity hammers. In terms of gameplay, yeah. In terms of gameplay, it depends on which Halo game, because it feels like brute chieftains change their fucking role every Halo game. Brute chieftains Halo 2 was just Tartarus, and he was a boss. Brute chieftains in Halo 3, you had the one with the gravity hammer, which was black and red, and you had the gold one with the heavy weapons. Had one Halo Reach, they were fucking identical. They looked identical. They just had different weapons. Then there was Halo Infinite, where you had, I think, 3 chieftains at this point. 4. You had the regular chieftains, you had the weapon chieftains, and then you had the weapon and regular chieftains with shields. God, they were hard to kill. Halo 3, yeah. Halo 3 one, I'm pretty sure were just supposed to be the Halo Reach, General, and Zealot. I'm pretty sure that's why the General existed. The Zealot was supposed to fill the Hammer Chieftain role, and the General was supposed to fill the Weapon Chieftain role. I just don't think the General elites have good armor sets. I like the shoulders. I like everything except the helmet. The only thing I would change about Halo Campaign Evolved's elites would just be change the Zealot set. Make a Halo Reach-inspired headdress for the Zealot or something. Or just use a spikier version of the Elite Mercenary helmet from Halo Infinite. Just use a spikier version of this one. I know you guys can't see it because my fat head's blocking the way on Twitch. You guys get what I mean, though. I just think that the Zealot does not need to have the big horn that this guy has. Everything else is completely fine. I am fine with everything on the thing except for the helmet. That's just it. When it comes down to the art style, again, I'm glad they're at least changing the colors to make them look more like it. I think the Halo Infinite elites and grunts, everything made in Halo Infinite was made in the style of Halo CE. That's the entire purpose. I'm pretty sure that's why they felt it would be comfortable to use them, because they were made for the style of Halo CE. I don't know why the Foreigner structures are so shiny. Again, shiny Foreigner structures is completely personal. If you either like them or you don't like them. I like the in-between we got in Halo Infinite. We got like some shiny structures and some none. Because every Halo game has different style of Foreigner structures. Halo CE, we had the minimalist but very metallic structures. Like, they weren't shiny, but they were there. You couldn't, see your reflection in them. Halo 2 was just ruins. Halo 2, we had both ruins and, metal structures. Halo 3, I think, is when it started to turn into a more shiny thing. The Ark had a lot of non-shiny structures, but then we got to the Halo ring in Halo 3, and it got a bit shinier. I've checked the material textures on Halo 3's final mission. It's very shiny. There's a lot of shine on those metals. There's a lot of reflections. Then we got Halo Reach, which... Halo Reach, there's not a lot of Foreigner structures, but there is Installation 04, the Firefight map, as well as Timberland, all those CEA maps. I don't mind Halo Reach's Foreigner design. It's got the shininess of the future Halo games, but the minimalist of the older ones. So you got this mix. It looks weird, but I like it. I don't know why they didn't just use this helmet. Why they didn't just recolor this helmet and use it for all the elites as well. Because this is literally the helmet people were asking to be put on the elites when they saw the trailer. I don't know what to say. It's kind of weird that they made this helmet specifically for this elite, but then proceeded not to give it to the elites that people were asking for. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm not really sure what 343 were really thinking about. Shininess isn't exactly the main problem for me. Shiny stuff is okay. It's the fact that everything is the exact same shiny in a lot of different colors absent. Yes, I do agree with that. Halo Infinite did a good job at having the silvers and gold along like the foreigner structures. Like you would have the big walls of like the bronze, or the subtle bronzes and browns. You'd have like the bronze like walls on the side in Halo Infinite with like all the symbols on it. And I think that could be a good spot to put them on the symbols in Halo Campaign Evolved. Like, where is it?
Covenant's underscore open.
Cortana to keys.
Yeah, like it's all the same colors. Like, why isn't this entire panel bronze? This would be a good bronze panel. That'd look fucking great in bronze, but it's not. It's all just the same gray, silver. Like, it could just be that it's a gameplay demo and they didn't have time to, they haven't had time to do it. It doesn't look like they're gonna do it though. Like, it's all just the same in here. Like, hang on. We'll do the on the look back. Again. Change the helmet, please. All I care about. The elite model looks phenomenal. Just change the helmet.
Back down there.
Like, right here. That wall could be bronze with the symbols on it. That would look way better with bronze and symbols on it. Bungie title Halo games are like ancient forgotten technology at this point. It's insane to think we had with how much of a challenge it is for modern gamers to seem to achieve the same results. Yeah, I think the issue is that they don't know how to do the detail plus the lighting without overpowering one or the other. Because the lighting in these rooms, these are very dark rooms. I believe they were pretty dark in the original. I don't have an original Xbox. I'm not that old. And I don't have an original copy of Halo C, and I don't know if that runs on the Series X. If it does, I might see if I can acquire a copy of Combat Evolved for the Xbox. The rooms, I believe, were very dark in the original Halo CE. I just don't think they know how to make those bronzes and browns noticeable without either fucking up the lighting or specifically putting a spotlight exactly where it is. I think they need to do that when they don't have to, but I guess they're thinking if it's too dark, then you're not going to notice the subtle change at all.
Understood. We're on our way.
Like, there could be a giant brown, like a subtle brown spots along here, but you can't see it because the lighting is too overpowering. Deep also returned as For's Forerunner language a little bit. A lot of repeating patterns of C is just not present. Deep? What do you mean by deep? Like, right here. On the floor there, like, that would be a great spot to put some of the patterns that you're talking about. It's just that we don't have them. It's all just the same silver. We don't need the same silver. We need more. We need more detail, more colored differences. All just the same. Like, some people like the look of this. I don't like... The thing is, when it comes to arguing about stuff like this, I don't like to put my opinion on the forefront and claim it's more important than other people's. That's just not how I work. I don't like to put myself in front and say, this looks bad, it always looks bad, and this is the worst. Because I know there are people that actually like the look of some of these structures. There are some people that like the look of the Halo ring. There are some people that like the look of the... There's some people that like the look of the environment. There are some people that like the look of this Magnum. Some people don't like the Magnum. Some people have said that the yellow lights are too bright. Some people said that the front eye in the sight doesn't need to be there. I don't even know. What is... Can I just please just get a gameplay screenshot? Here. Like, they're not bright lights in Halo CE. You guys can bet. You can't really see that, can you? They're not bright in CE. They're barely noticeable. They're barely noticeable. But, like, I don't like to make my opinion. I don't like to put my opinion higher than anyone else's. They're better than not. We have flashlights. Do we have flashlights? I don't even remember them using a flashlight in the trailer. I am glad that we can customize the HUD, though. I think that's something that every Halo game should have in the future. I'm probably just going to put mine in the same one. Radar back down here. Weapons up in this corner. Grenades up here. Like just what the original Halo Reach has. Voicing didn't catch it. They. What? Better there than not. We have flashlights. Oh, they also returned. Okay, that's what you mean. I don't know why. How the fuck did they turn into Deep? But yeah, I don't think they used a flashlight. I can't remember them using one. But I'm glad that we have the way we have a way to change the HUD. I hope they come with presets so that we can just click a button and choose a preset from a Halo game that we like. Like I could just change it to a Reach preset. I do think they did a great job with the environment. But like I said, I don't want to put my opinion above anyone else's. I don't want to make people think that what I want or what I like is better than what they like. Because it's not. What someone else might like is what they like. This is completely subjective. I think that's GTA 6 trailer 3 just dropped. I'm not really a GTA person. We're also talking about Halo here. But I think that Halo, I like what I see in this game. Reused assets and animations never bothered me. Like personally, because Bungie's done it. Bungie's reused animations. 343 have reused animations and they're doing it again. It doesn't really bother me. Halo 4 didn't look bad. Halo 5 didn't look bad. They were just not very well executed. They were just not what people expect from Halo. Yeah, they look good, except for maybe the elites, but I don't think anyone was going to like the elites. The thing with Halo, the remake coming out, or a mod for CE, this is the remake. We recently got more screenshots for it. When it comes to reuse assets, I do not mind, depending on what the asset is and what it's being reused for. Halo 5 and 4 reused a lot of their assets. I don't think there was a lot that they didn't reuse between the two games. I think all they did was upgrade the textures and like upgrade the models based off of criticism and feedback. One of the upgrades that I noticed was elites wearing an undersuit for Halo 5. Like they gave the elites from Halo 4 an undersuit to try and show that they were listening to criticism. They didn't change the models, which is what most people had a problem with, but they did what they could with what they had to fix things. Obviously, it didn't work out in the end. We got what we have in Halo Infinite, which I quite like. From what I can tell, 343 seems to do a thing where they reuse assets for 2 games in a row to see if people like them, and then either completely replace them for the next game or keep them if people like them. It's just what I've noticed. They kept the 2 assets in a row for Halo 4 and 5, unless it wasn't theirs, which I noticed they didn't keep assets that weren't theirs too. The Halo Reach assault rifle they changed. I'm assuming because a lot of people didn't like the Halo Reach assault rifle. I personally think the Halo Reach assault rifle is peak. Halo 4, they got Halo 4's assault rifle, great assault rifle. They removed Halo Reach's Needler for Halo 4 to Halo 5. That, like, I didn't mind either Needler model. Both Needler models looked good. Don't know why they changed the plasma pistol. Like, I don't mind reused assets. Bungie reused assets, like, obviously not model-wise, but I think at the time of Halo 3 and Halo 4 and 5, there wasn't really much technical advancement where they could change the models completely to where they needed to change them. I don't know why they changed the fucking tank. The Scorpion turned into the Chub. I don't know why they changed the Scorpion. It just looks so funny in Halo 5. Where's the Scorpion? Let me get the Scorpion. It just looks so stupid. I'm not even complaining. It just looks so stupid. It's so fat. We have the Halo Infinite Scorpion, which is just the Reach Scorpion. Because they know the Reach Scorpion is peak. Again, art style aside, I think Halo 5 just had I think Halo 5 was them trying to put all their eggs in one basket for their art style, and they just dropped it. Grunts evolved into crabs. Yeah, Halo 5 grunt. Where? Grunt. The Virgin Halo 5 grunt. The Chad classic grunt. I don't know what the fuck they did with their face. The fucking Halo 5 grunt face is so derpy. I do like the Grunt Goblins, though. Grunt Goblin is pretty cool. One thing I did like. Halo Wars. We have the classic grunts here and here, and then you have the suicide grunts being the Halo 5 grunts. It's really cool how they did that in Halo 2 Anniversary. Oh, not Halo 2 Anniversary. Halo Wars 2. Then we have the Halo Infinite grunts. I think the Halo Infinite grunts are great. They're no longer crabs. They're they've got like the sharp exoskeleton, but not like too much like what they had in Halo 5. It's like a good in between. It's a good in between Halo Infinite's grunts. I don't know what their arms were supposed to be in Reach. I think Halo Reach had pretty bad modeling and textures when it came to the grunts. Like, just looking at this arm, there's like something wrong with it. Okay, I personally didn't care for Halo 5s. That's fair. I played a lot of Halo 5, but I'm mainly touched multiplayer. Needler model? Halo 5's Needler model wasn't too bad, actually. I didn't mind it. It was like a more detailed version of the Reach one. Like, here's the thing. It looks fine on the side, but first person, it looks off. There's something about it that looks off. I don't know what it is. But it looks good. It's got the Reach shape, but for some reason in first person, it looks off. Last thing I remember liking was 4, but I haven't really touched 4 Infinite. That's fair. Or 5 and Infinite. Yes, I do remember them trying to replace the rocket. It still pops up as rocket launcher controversy if you search it up. There are comparisons too. They're two completely different weapons in game. Here's the thing. I wouldn't have minded if this was a separate weapon. This could have just been, they could have just made the Spanker a rocket launcher and then made this like a tracking one-shot high damage rocket launcher. Like, these could have coexisted. This could have just been a completely different weapon, but they had to try and replace the Spanker. Like, it's not a bad design. It's just it shouldn't have replaced the Spanker. I like its design. I think it's a good-looking rocket launcher. The little fucking hidden scope it's got in there, too. It just didn't have to remove the Spanker. They could have kept both. Let's not also forget everyone's favorite Ad Victorium. Everyone's favorite rec weapon. The rocket launcher that fires 3 fucking rockets. But yeah, like I said, if they didn't have to replace the Spanker, they should have just done the Spanker first and then added the, what is it called? The Plum? Pilum assault weapon. They could have just added this later or made it a separate gun. My motto for 343, you got to think sideways. They're going to make it. Most ridiculously surprising changes. You'll throw you off your game, try to predict. Yeah, no, I didn't even realize this was the rocket launcher when the game first came out. I played the beta too. I just didn't play on a beta map that had the rocket launcher. If 343 was remodeling your house, you would walk in only to realize all your doors were replaced with revolving doors. I like that one. I like that a lot. Never before did you realize how much you appreciated having regular doors. Yeah, I get that. Here's a hot take. I do not mind the Promethean weapons. The enemies was a different story. I could live with them existing, but I would not be happy if I had to fight them for a long period of time. I do not mind their weapons, however. I do think the Promethean weapons are very cool design-wise. That said, I don't think they really fit the current Halo. It is really weird to see all the Forerunner structures be blocky and cubey like they were in Halo CE, and then all of a sudden we have these super smooth floating weapons. I do think they look cool. I just don't think they fit like what we had. Here's my thought process behind the Promethean weapons. I think they look good under the idea of a Forerunner warrior servant world. When it comes down to warrior servants, I like the idea of the floating weapons and the Prometheans. But when it comes down to the builder worlds looking more angular, I don't like them. It all depends on the context of where you are and what you're doing. If Requiem was a world built by warrior servants, I would be more forgiving when it came to their weaponry. Because I'm more forgiving because of where they are. If these weapons were in Halo Infinite, I don't think they would have fit. I think they would have not fit at all, unless we're talking about the redesign that I forgot his name. What's his name? It's his post. Luminous Cactus. Is that him? Yes. I have no idea how to say that. The Art of Halo. This guy makes amazing fucking redesigns for everything. Let's go to the outro. Because I know he probably has all of them.
And there we have it.
Yeah.
That's all 6 Promethean
I
weapons
think
redesigned.
these are good redesigns. Are you going to show all of them at once? Show them all at once. Show them all at once. Fuck.
Ebony 666.
Okay.
Of the two.
The binary rifle. I think these would have been better in Sentinel hands if this is how they looked in Halo Infinite. I do, don't get me wrong, I do miss the Promethean weapons. When I played Halo Infinite and we had like 3 Sentinel weapons, I did realize how much I missed having an entire new faction's worth of weaponry. Like an entire faction arsenal. If the Sentinels used these, I wouldn't be upset. Because even the Heatwave looks like a normal gun. The Heatwave just looks like a regular gun. It doesn't look like something the Sentinel will drop. The Cinder Shot does a little bit. The Cinder Shot actually does look like just a Sentinel's body, a Sentinel's thing was just ripped off of him. It does look like a piece of something from a Sentinel. Even the Sentinel, what does a Sentinel beam look like? Yeah, Sentinel beam still looks like it was ripped off of a Sentinel. Albeit now it has like this weird little trigger guard. It has a weird little trigger part. I just miss how we had an entire arsenal of another faction's weapons. We have 2 factions in Halo. We have 3 factions in Halo Infinite, and one of them only has 3 weapons. I am not including the shock rifle in the weapons for the Sentinels, because that is not their weapon. It is a very clearly a banished weapon that is shoved inside of a Sentinel. I'm going on a big-ass tangent over Promethean weapons. I do miss these weapons, though. I would like the Promethean weapons to come back. Not in Halo Campaign Evolved. Mind you, I am not talking about Campaign Evolved. I am talking about Halo, like the next Halo game. I am not talking about Campaign Evolved. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Prometheans are a really cool concept. I just think they were poorly implemented. I think Halo, I like Halo 5's implementation of them. I think that Halo 4 was a good test bed. Like, they tried it out and they didn't work out, but then they did in Halo 5. I think Halo 5 did a great job. Halo 5, the reason why I like them in Halo 5 is because they are not the Covenant. They are not the Flood. They are their own separate faction, and you can tell by fighting them. The Crawlers, like, they are super robotic with how they fight you. Like, the Covenant in Halo 5 fight nothing like the Prometheans. The Covenant are the same as they've always been. Grunts go in first, elites will back them up. Grunts go in first, elites lead the charge, Jackals will serve as distractions and like deal with lower level infantry. Because even in Halo games, Marines can barely deal with Jackals because they don't shoot their arm. More often than not, Marines will lose to Jackals. That's why you're there. You're there to help them with the Jackals. Where in Halo 5, I have not seen a redesign of their weapons or the Promethean himself. I have liked. You haven't seen this guy's one? This guy redesigned their weapons in Halo Infinite's art. Oh, that was this video. Yeah, he did the redesign in Halo Infinite's art style, and I think he did another one. Unless that was with another guy. You know what? It's probably on what's his name's channel, Late Night Halo. Is it Late Night Gaming? Nope, that is not at all the video. How the fuck did we get to that? I searched up Halo. Late Night Gaming. I love this guy's editing. While I may not always agree with his tweets, I do like this guy's editing. He does a great job at editing shit. Who the fuck did the Promethean redesign? Halo Promethean redesign. Oh, it was this guy. Featuring Late Night Halo. Did Sentinels randomly have shock weapons equipped? Yeah, they did. It's not a joke. Sentinels had the shock rifle equipped. Halo Infinite Sentinel weapons. I don't know what, but yeah, I hope they bring back Sentinels and the Enforcers. I hope that we get Enforcers too. No, this
Not a
guy's
Halo
redesigned
podcast.
all of them. He did it
We're
with
not
Late
friends
Night
now.
Gaming. Or Late Night Halo. His name is Late Night Halo? I thought it was Late Night Gaming.
Flying,
Original
treat,
Crawler,
like, and brought up instead of making them more life.
new Crawler. Looks like a fucking robot. I mean, there's definitely some things they could change. I mean, it's a fine design for a thing. I'm pretty sure this is where the weapon is instead of their face. It's not a bad design.
Makes sense for most of
It looks more like
where the wires
a
and tubes
sentinel.
might-
We have the watchers, we
goes
have the
all in on human
soldiers, and
features.
this was the redesign for the
So-
soldier. Don't mind this design. It's definitely difficult for them to make designs for an entire faction when the faction before them didn't have bipedal creatures. Sentinels didn't have anything with legs. Everything the Sentinels had were fucking floating, which is what they're trying to design them off of. I do like this redesign. This is the Watcher. I do like this design. It's a cool design. It's like a monitor that's been outfitted for combat. The Promethean Knight is probably the most difficult that they had to do. But I think it's a pretty cool design. I do think the back is a bit weird though. It's an okay design. I love that fucking sword they've got. Back to talking about the gameplay. The Covenant work more like a military, with the grunts going in the front, jackals supporting, and the elites leading. Whereas the Prometheans were different. Like, they would try to box you in. It's like they fought you like they were fighting the Flood. Crawlers would crawl along the walls and try to get angles on you as you tried to shoot them off the walls. Soldiers would teleport around you and behind you. Basically, they would try to surround and overwhelm you. And Promethean Knights were just super tanky, were like the enforcers, kind of. They would basically be the thing trying to get you or get your attention. Basically, Prometheans... Basically, I like the way they work because all Prometheans are doing everything to get your attention. It's like you're fighting like an entire army that wants your attention. You have the crawlers trying to get your attention by surrounding you and crawling on the walls. You've got the soldiers trying to get your attention by teleporting around you and getting like into good positions. And then you've got the knight getting your attention because he's going to bitch smack you with its sword and it's got a lot of health. You're basically fighting a lot of enemies that all want to be center of attention. That's what I like about the Prometheans. They're all enemies trying to get your attentions, but they all have weaknesses. Soldiers often spend their time teleporting instead of actually attacking you. Crawlers are insta-kill, and knights are very slow, except for the giant fucking leap they have. I don't know why they have that still. I think about it more. I think none of them have recharging energy shields either. My first time seeing the ones, and I do think they're pretty good when they look straight out of Halo Infinite, but for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Halo Infinite's sporadic guns. That is fair. I do like the Sentinel Beam. I don't like the Heat Wave or Cinder Shot. I think the Cinder Shot is fucking annoying in multiplayer because it pulls you into the center if you get hit by one of them. It's basically impossible to escape the second explosion. My only thing about Halo Infinite's Forerunner weapons is just the Sentinel Beam is the Sentinel Beam. There's not much you can do to change it. I think 343 are in a tough spot when it comes to Promethean weapons or Forerunner weapons. Because here's the thing. Halo 1, 2, and 3 have cemented what Forerunner weapon is. But here's the problem. You have the Sentinel Beam, a high-powered plasma beam that is supposed to cut through the Flood. That's the Sentinels. What the fuck are the Enforcers using? They're using high-powered plasma needles, I think, and just generic grenades. I don't know how else to put it. You have these small sentinels with high-powered plasma beams, and then you have another big-ass sentinel that's just shooting regular human-like grenades and rockets. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to do. They're kind of in a corner. Do they make all the Forerunner weapons super high tech and plasma, or do they sprinkle in a little bit of like more human-like things? Like, do they give the Sentinels flamethrowers? Do they give them rockets? Like, too much and it's too human, and too little and it's just so strange. That's probably the biggest thing that I have with Halo, when it comes to Forerunners. Let me just quickly. Okay, so confirmed weapons in Halo Combat Evolved: Battle Rifle, Needle Rifle, Spiker, Brute Plasma Rifle, Fjord Gun, and Energy Sword. I think that's the 6 that are fully confirmed, like that we've seen in images that are new, quote unquote. Yeah, no, I don't have really a lot more else to say about this. It's good that they're at least taking some kind of criticism and trying to fix it with what they have. Like, obviously, they're not changing the models. I doubt they will change the models. But it's good that they're at least doing something to make them. Is that the shotgun? Yeah, it's a shotgun. Let me download this image so it's easier for you to look at. Where did that... What? Oh, I opened... Oh, here we go. Right. God damn it. We're going to save image as... Not saving as a WebP. Oh, I don't have access to my extensions. Hang on. Let me get this image on my other window. Because I have the extension that lets me save all images as a PNG. Save image as PNG. Is that not the app? Okay, you're not going to let me do that. I see how it is. Oh yeah, that's the right tab. I thought for a second I'd accidentally opened the wrong tab. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide this real quick. Yeah, this is the shotgun. Can't really zoom in on it without fucking it up. I just realized you guys can't see it on the vertical screen. Display. Ah! Sorry, I've been replaced by this display. Yeah, this is the shotgun. I'm guessing it's a bit small in the code. Yeah, it affects 1 every 20 men. Might just be an angle. It probably is an angle. Here's the thing with the shotgun in Halo that's always bothered me. The shotgun in Halo 1 and 2, you don't actually hold at the pump. You hold it like right before the pump. So let's say the pump is here. you often hold it at like the very edge, and it doesn't really look like the Spartan ever gets a grip on the actual pump, and they're just like kind of trying their best to hold on correctly. I'm gonna be honest. I did watch a video about some of this before I start. I did watch a little bit of a video of this before I started this video, or before I started the stream. Don't want to name any names, but someone did complain that the light is green and there's a flashlight. I don't think it was really a complaint. I think I might be over-exaggerating. They did point out that the green iron sight and the flashlight was a Halo 2 and 3 thing. Not gonna name names. Not gonna name names because I don't want to start fucking trouble with anyone. But I personally don't see an issue in the shotgun having a flashlight and green iron sights. The iron sights could change. Like, I don't mind the iron sight color too much. If it was red or something more egregious, then yeah, I could see being upset about it. Flashlight's just an iconic feature of the shotgun at this point. But no, I did see a video before it. I've been talking so much, I don't know if it's a complaint or just a small nitpick. Maybe the guy just really wants it to be as close to Halo CE as possible, which, like, I understand. Probably just wants the old thing back. But the shotgun looks good. From what I can see, the shotgun is a good-looking shotgun. I hope that it looks good in first person. Halo Infinite didn't have a pump-action shotgun, so I'm wondering what the animations are going to look like. I doubt they're going to reuse the reach animations because the skeleton for the first-person model of the Master Chief is completely different, so they probably would have to do a lot of retargeting. But yeah, that is the Halo Reach shotgun. That is the Halo Campaign Evolved shotgun. It looks good, from what I can see. Most of the assets here look good. I'm going to save this image later and make it cut out so I can make a redeem that just makes this thing slowly appear. Just stare into your souls. But I do like what I see. A lot of this does put a smile on my face, with obvious exceptions being maybe just this. Mr. We are going to get more money with like solo single player games. Like I always say when companies do cosmetics, if you really don't want it, do not buy it. Like, speak with your wallet. Like, ultimately, it comes down to, like, if it performs well. I mean, they might still do it even if it doesn't perform well. Most of the stuff that comes from things like this is, like, I think they just want to give people a little bit extra, like, still, don't buy it if you don't want it. If you really want it, if you, like, really want the skins, just fucking go for it, dude. I'm not going to stop you. I still think it's a bit cringe that these are a thing instead of unlocks. Like, they really could have just made these get needler kills, get a hunter to kill another hunter, go through an entire mission melee. Like, they didn't have to do this, but they did. Hang on. I just realized something. I can't read replies. I want to see what... I'm curious now, chat. I want to see what everyone's saying. Oop. Right, I'm on desktop mode, not the other thing. Wait, my desktop shouldn't be showing. Okay. Waste resources, yep. Campaign only, bro. Why are they pushing purchases? Yep. Single player game, first person, yep. Sounds about right. Paid skins and I remember we had to play the game to unlock stuff. Yep. Sounds about right. You go back to the Halo 3 thing. Simple armor. Yep. I'm not even trying anymore. What is this? Okay, well, that's that. He's looking at this thing. Absolutely terrible. Bots in the comments thinking Halo is single player only. This Halo is campaign only. What the actual fuck are they doing? Like, what the fuck? Pre-order bonuses and premium edition for fucking what? I mean, nearly every game has a pre-order. I don't mind the pre-order bonus, but this is a bit weird. This one is weird. This one I don't care. Like, honestly, don't really care about pre-order bonuses. I just think that this is weird. I don't know when we started saying no to pre-order bonuses. Ultimately, like, I think I would prefer. I'm not giving them ideas. I'm not giving them ideas because Lord knows, in a perfect world, everything in this game would be free. In a perfect world, everything in a paid game would be free and unlockable. In my opinion, paid games should not have bought cosmetics. It was fun chatting. I gotta go. Have a good one, Killzone. Hope you enjoy your day. In a perfect world, paid games shouldn't have cosmetics. In my eyes, no paid game should have buyable cosmetics. Everything in a paid game should be free. That is my opinion. Everything in a game that I pay for, I should have access to. This is excluding things like DLC, right? What I am going to also point out is that I would rather have purchasable cosmetics like this than something like what Halo 3 had with DLC map packs. I would much rather pay for cosmetics than pay for map packs, because one is a non-gameplay altering, like, customization option. The other is a gameplay altering, matchmaking altering multiplayer experience. I do not mind paying for cosmetics so long as other things in the game aren't paid for experiences. If Halo Studios came out and said, we're remaking Halo 3 with a multiplayer this time, but you have to pay for cosmetics and you have to pay for map packs, I would riot. That is when I would draw the line. I am fine with one over the other. However, preferably I would have neither. I would much rather everything in a game that you pay for be free, not be paying extra for. This is like Fortnite, right? Nobody paid for Fortnite. Fortnite's free, unless you paid for Save the World, in which case it's a different story. Everything you pay for in Fortnite is so the game can continue to exist. You don't pay for Battle Royale. You pay for the skins and content within Battle Royale. You don't even pay for any new maps that come in the Battle Royale updates. You pay for these skins and other customizable content. You can play the entirety of Fortnite without paying a single dollar. That is what I'm okay with. What I'm not okay with is paying for a game and then paying for extra cosmetics on top of that. I think once I buy the game, I should be entitled to everything within the game. Not something like Halo 4 did this. Halo 4, I believe they bundled things together. When you bought a map pack, you also got skins with it, but I believe you had the option to buy them separately for cheaper. Halo 4 did it, and I still am not very happy that they did that, because there are a lot of things that I wanted, but I didn't want to pay for because they were separate. When it comes to video gaming, in my opinion, I don't think that we should be paying for extra things in a game that you already paid for, aside from DLC extra content. When it comes down to content, I am fine if a company wants to add cosmetics and make you pay for them, but it depends on reasoning. If this is going to be a $60 game, nobody should have to pay like a lot of more money just for cosmetics. I think that all these cosmetics should just be achievements. Dealing with this stuff is annoying because, like, on one hand, sometimes I'm fine with paying for cosmetics for content. If I really enjoy the game, I am more willing to pay for the cosmetics. But if I don't enjoy a campaign evolved enough, I'm probably not going to buy these. Like, just for the sake of being a creator and probably wanting to make videos on this, I probably will buy this pack. But there's a bunch of things in games like Destiny 2 that I have not purchased. There's so much stuff in Destiny 2 that I could have bought that I won't buy. It wasn't until Destiny became free to play did I actually start buying things. When Destiny 2 first came out and it was a paid for game, even in Destiny 1, I did not purchase anything. It was only until the game became free to play that I felt comfortable buying something. I mean, it does technically go against me because I did purchase the game when it first came out. Halo 5, I never bought a single thing in that game. I didn't pay real money. I purchased one thing, and that was the Voices of War rec pack. And that was like $6. $6 for voice lines. That I'm fine with. That was an optional cosmetic that I wanted. It's just things like this. It really depends on the quality of the thing and how much it's going to cost. If this thing ends up costing a lot of money, I might reconsider purchasing it. Because dealing with stuff like this is a pain in the ass sometimes. I don't want to buy a super expensive set of cosmetics for a single player game. Like if this was multiplayer, it'd be a different story. More people would be willing to buy multiplayer skins. But this is a single player game. You can play co-op, sure. You can play co-op with your friends. But not many friends are going to be purchasing stuff like this. Pre-order bonuses, don't care. Go nuts. Pre-order bonuses is supposed to be this cosmetic thing that you get for getting a game early. It's supposed to show people that you bought a game before it even came out. There's not much to it. I'm probably going to get this myself. I do think a lot of people are really over-exaggerate. Wait, what? Oh my god, it does! Someone pointed out that the sniper rifle skin has a M16 barrel cover on it. It does. You can see the little triangle here. You can see the front side here. It's literally an M16. Huh. I didn't know that. Huh. I don't have an issue with that. I think that's funny. I didn't even notice. Someone just pointed it out and I was like, oh, that's cool. I do think some people blow it out of proportion, but I do understand the hate towards it. Give Bungie, no. People say that we should give the Bungie back Halo IP. I don't agree. I don't think we should be giving Bungie the IP back, considering how they are right now. Yeah. People do also bring up points of like Doom Eternal having skins. There's literally a Doom Slayer skin where he's in an American t-shirt and has a big beer belly sticking out. It's insane how some games are allowed to have silly things, but other games are like forbidden from doing it. I do understand people being upset over this, but I also don't understand why some can't have it. It could just be the community. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's just community based over people being okay with it and people not liking it. Hmm. I also think people seem to think that this is all we get. It's a lot of the comments seem to be saying things like, why don't we have an ODST skin? Why don't we have a Halo 2 or 3 Master Chief skin? This was accidentally leaked monetized skins. I don't think people understand that this is probably not all that we have. There's probably way more cosmetics that are coming to the game that isn't just these 3 skins or these 5 skins plus the extra 2 from the other one. Like, we have 7 skins in total. 3 of them probably match the style of Halo, being these 2 and this one back here, which is based off of the Halo Legends anime. These 4 don't match Halo, like Master Chief or Spartan specifically. I think people just seem to forget that it's not just going to be these ones. It's almost 5:30. Ethereum. Master Chief is wearing the Ethereum Mjolnir Mark V. I typically don't let other people's like comments or views on things really affect how I view the game. Oh, it's there for funding the next game? Comes with week early access? God damn it. Fuck. Damn it, no. Don't come with week early access. I don't want to buy it just... fuck. I'm going to have to buy it just so I can have week early access and play... play Halo Campaign Evolved early. I'm going to be able to... If I do, I can play it on my birthday, which is actually insane to think about. Fuck. I don't want to buy it if it's going to... Damn, someone's upset of this guy. Okay. Okay. All right. I actually have family over tonight, so as much as I'd love to keep streaming and going on, I think that's what I'm gonna have to call it. I am surprised I was able to hold this conversation for 3 hours on about my thoughts on Halo Campaign Evolved, as well as what's happening, how I feel about them adding microtransactions like armor cosmetics. Again, I do think it's incredibly tone deaf and even like disrespectful to a degree that they have heard us talk about that we want earnable cosmetics, and yet they still decide to put in bought cosmetics. I am hoping to God that there will be more earnable cosmetics than there will be bought cosmetics, for the sake of like giving us the option to get like silly cosmetics from purchasing over serious cosmetics. I would much rather if they did the serious cosmetics in game and the silly cosmetics were like a thing that you could purchase if you wanted to. I would much rather that than the system that it looks like they're going for, where they just decide randomly whether or not they put them in the packs or if they put them in game. I'm hoping that for the efforts of getting to max rank in Halo Infinite, I will at least get something out of it. But ultimately, there's not a lot I can really, not a lot else I can really say about it. YouTube stream's just gonna end here. Can't really raid out or anything, so I hope everyone has a good day, night, whatever time it is. I'll see everyone on YouTube next time. As for Twitch, it's time for a raid. We're gonna go raid Rachel back, because Rachel raided us.
I'm on my way.
The other day, and so we're gonna raid her back. So here's a raid message. For raid message not found. Here's the raid message / raid. Saru, I'm pretty sure they just hit 1,000 followers. Yes, they did. Make sure you congratulate them for hitting 1,000 followers. I hope to see you guys tomorrow.